Stonewall, the lesbian, gay, bi and trans equality charity has launched a groundbreaking Trans Allies program to support trans people at work and in wider society. The program is unveiled on the day Stonewall reveals that more than half of people, 51%, believe more should be done to tackle discrimination against trans people. New research from NfP Synergy for Stonewall also shows significant support from British people for trans equality. Almost two-thirds, 65%, are concerned by the abuse and physical violence faced by trans people. And, despite a recent increase in negative headlines about trans people, more than half, 53%, would feel comfortable if a friend told them they were trans. The new Trans Allies program will give non-trans people a better understanding of the impact of transphobia, tools and language to tackle anti-trans discrimination, and how to come out in support of trans people everywhere. The program has been created by trans and non-trans Stonewall staff and will be delivered by both trans and non-trans facilitators. It will be open to any individual from any industry and any role who is committed to trans equality. A coalition of prominent public, private, and civil society organizations have come out for trans equality as program launch partners. They are the first organizations to deliver this innovative one-day program for their own staff. By pledging their support, each of the launch partners are working towards bringing positive change in workplaces and communities for all trans and non-binary people. The Trans Allies program launch partners are Brian K. Blayton Paisner, Barclays, Cheshire Fire. Week Tassel, President, Procter. 8 years ago, we added gender identity and expression to our non-discrimination policies, reinforcing fair treatment for everyone, as we understand people can only reach their highest potential when they can work in an environment that values and respects who they are. It is our responsibility to recruit and activate cisgender allies for trans employees. Joining our partner, Stonewall, to bring to life the Trans Allies program is thus an important step in our journey to build a truly inclusive workplace. Jennifer Crook, Head of Diversity. Following on from achieving 23rd place in Stonewall's Top 100, we are looking forward to launching the Trans Allies program to empower individuals to create a more inclusive culture for LGBT people in the workplace, as well as delivering one Trans Allies program in-house. They are sponsoring an additional 3 Trans Allies and 2 LGBT role model programs that are open to the public. The LGBT Role Model program helps LGBT people feel comfortable at work and offers advice on creating inclusive environments for everyone. The commitment to improving trans inclusion from these organizations comes at a time when trans and non-binary people face alarming levels of discrimination at work and in society. Earlier this year, Stonewall released research that showed half of trans people, 51%, have hidden their identity at work for fear of discrimination or abuse. Moreover, 1 in 8 trans employees, 12%, have been physically attacked by colleagues or customers in the past year. Sanjay Sood Smith, Stonewall's Director of Empowerment Programs, said, "We're proud to have such a diverse range of organizations helping to launch our Trans Allies program. Their commitment journey to getting trans inclusion right is an extremely promising sign that a positive future is possible. We know trans and non-binary people face high levels of abuse and discrimination in their day-to-day lives. Half of trans and non-binary people have hidden their identity at work for fear of discrimination. 1 in 8 trans employees, 12%, have been physically attacked by a colleague or customer in the last year." But the sheer diversity of our launch partners show there is a wealth of support for trans people at the most senior levels of British industrial and cultural life. With that kind of commitment and hard work, we can create workplaces and a world where all lesbian, gay, bi and trans people are accepted without exception. Beck Stinson, Stonewall's head of trans inclusion, said, "We know there is strong support from British people for trans equality. Over half of British people, 51%, believe more should be done to tackle discrimination against trans people. However, many individuals may feel uncertain about what they themselves can do or say to support trans people. A lack of confidence can often provoke a fear of making mistakes, and prevents many people from being visible allies to trans people, whether that's in the workplace, in the local community or online. Our Trans Allies program is here to help people better understand the issues trans people face, and offer them a way to learn more about how to step up as an effective trans ally."